I still can't do it. Taking videos in front of people. So it's time we go 2 o'clock on a Friday, and I'm at Fountains Abbey, which is near Ripon. If you haven't been, I'd highly recommend it. I hope you don't mind my relaxed pose, but it's a wonderful day. I've got into the forest. Lovely sky, nice and dry, very busy, which is why I'm in the forest. Out there, carnage, kids running around, all manner of havoc, which is what they should be doing. If you haven't been here, I would definitely come here. It's a wonderful place, some wonderful architecture, some wonderful water patterns, some wonderful sculptures, wonderful flowers and gardens. The first photograph you're going to see is a cliche. I've done it myself several times, and I'll do it again. It's the actual abbey itself. It's inside the abbey, and there are 2 sides to it with arches that go up and disappear at the end to the end, and at the end there's a window. It's got everything you need for a lovely photograph. On this occasion, I was glad there was no side light, because having the light from the windows on the grounds drew attention away from the curves. In my opinion, side light is lovely. Warm side light is wonderful. So that's the photograph I've taken. It's a bracket, obviously, because it's dynamic range. Sorry, I can't do it. I've got to look round. I always feel there's a group of people watching me. The side lightings, the dynamic range is such that you have to bracket to get detail in the highlights and in the shadows. But it will be a subtle HDR. The next one's outside. I noticed that the clouds are coming towards me, and I'm a sucker for the streaking clouds coming towards me. So I got off to the side with the path in the front, but I think I've excluded most of that. And I used the Olympus function. It's a keystone function where in camera you can correct the verticals. Obviously, if you're low down, you're looking up, buildings tend to converge at the top. Decent function. I'll have a look, see what it's like. But you can do it in post, but I like to get right in camera, or I like to see what it's like in camera. Then after that, I did a photograph, a reference photograph, if you like, square crop of a bench and of a tree, which was a different colour to the surroundings, to see what it's like. Then I did probably one of the most challenging photographs I've taken. There's a little building, you could probably call it a snug, quite small. The outside was very bright. One of the doors was open. I opened the second one to get symmetry. It was probably 4 or maybe 5 stops of dynamic range. I think I used 4 in the end, just to see what it's like. It seemed to handle it really well. It does have a HDR function 1 and 2, which processes the photographs in camera. They didn't quite to cut it, so maybe the dynamic range they captured was 3 stops. I think I did 5 and deleted the one that was 2 stops under, because it was way too bright. Then I moved on to a photograph I was going to take, but there were too many people around, and they were getting in the photograph. They're entitled to be here. They're entitled to be here as I'm entitled to be here, so it's not a problem. I went to the temple, which is just in front of me, but again, it's a bit too compact. There's trees going around it. They don't frame it. They just provide a distraction. So it's nearly 2 o'clock. It's past 2 o'clock. I'm gonna finish there and have a leisurely walk back to the car. Get home, bit more housework, finish packing for another wild camp tomorrow night with Lynn, who's also on YouTube. I'll put a link below, and Mark, who's also on YouTube. I'll put another link below. Both great photographers, great vloggers, very interesting people. Yep, pack up, housework, get home, get packed, early night, won't happen. Still trying to find an L bracket for the Olympus OMD EM1 Mark II. Can't find it because it interferes with the articulate screen. Not a big problem. One thing I have done today, I've taken the advice of Thomas Heaton, who's done a recent video about slowing down. And I've done a lot of slowing down recently. In fact, I did one of my videos some time ago, Heaton pinched it, was involving slowing down and not rushing around. It came from a video saw of a film photographer who was very brave, in my opinion. He gets to a location well in advance of where he needs to be, when he needs to be there. Sun sets at 5 o'clock, he'll get there at 12:01, and he'll find a tree and he'll have a nap. How fantastic is that? I've tried it, but I close my eyes and I think, better get my competition done, better get my exposures, better work this, better do that, better do the other. Can't do it. In the same way that I can't go to the seaside and sit on the beach. Can't do it. The camera's in selfie mode and I'm hoping it's exposed correctly. If it's not, I'll have a big white shiny head. Yeah, pretty much done. So for now, I'll see you. If you like it, subscribe. Comments, always welcome. Any questions, advice, assistance I can give, I'll gladly give it. Any information about the locations I've been to, I'll gladly provide postcodes or GPS so you can get yourself there. Anybody watches it, wants to meet, let me know. Talk photography, there's a meeting place there. We're always going on meets. Always. We've got one to Angletown in a couple of weeks. We've got one to the lakes in October. Feel free to join us. Anyway, for now, I'll see you.